Hi, welcome to another Artisan Quick Tips with Jennifer. This Artisan Quick Tip may not necessarily be quick as I'm going to walk you through a lot of things, but this Artisan Quick Tip is called Crafting with Scrapbook Pages. Now that's kind of full. There's kind of a lot of information in there that you may or may not completely grasp or wrap your mind around. So I'm going to break that down a little bit. So scrapbook pages are just a thicker page that's professionally printed. And they come in this 12 by 12 size, an 8 by 8 size, and an 8.5 by 11 size that you can either create portrait orientation or landscape orientation. And I made notes, so I won't forget to tell you everything I want to tell you. So that's what a scrap page is. So the next thing that I said was creating scrapbook pages using Artisan. So if you're not familiar with Artisan, let me give you a few fast facts about Artisan. So if you already are familiar with Artisan, you already use and love it like I do, you can just keep listening to this recording. If not, go ahead and pause the recording right now. Read through this description of Artisan with a few little facts about it. You can see my email address down at the bottom. You can email me any questions you have. And then if you are interested in Artisan, you can purchase it at the website right there, forever.com/ambassador/Jennifer-Wise. And there's also a 30-day free trial if you want to check it out before purchasing. All right. So the last thing that I mentioned, well, kind of the first thing, was crafting. What does it mean to craft with Artisan scrapbook pages? So I'm going to actually show you. I'm going to show you a few examples, and then I'm going to go over into Artisan and show you how to do a few of these things. So like I said, I wrote a list so I wouldn't forget anything that I want to show you. I kept getting these ideas of like, oh, I could show you this, I could show you that. So I wrote it down. The first one is that you can make bookmarks out of scrapbook pages. I made this one, wrote a bunch of cutesy information, and you can kind of envision if I'm creating this on my computer digitally, I would just put a whole bunch of them kind of in a row here. And then once the scrapbook page is professionally published and shipped to my house, then I cut it up and I punched a hole and I put the ribbon in, right? Another thing that you can do, like this page I've been fluttering around here in your face, is you can make blocks. So this one, I don't have these blocks to show you because they're packed away in my Christmas stuff, but I obviously measured wood and then cut out each piece here. But I have something similar to show you because I have a different set of blocks that I use for holidays. So I change it out each month. So this one is sorry, I've got sun coming in that window up there. This one is, let's see if I can get this right. I set them this way. So this is my November one, Thanksgiving, with the November-y things on it. And then I actually made them double-sided so I didn't have as many blocks, like physical wooden blocks. And there's the Christmas on the other side. I've got New Year's and Valentine's Day and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one other example. Now, another thing that you can do with with scrap pages is frame them. So I made this a while back. This is for birthdays, just to remember birthdays. And I made a bunch to give to people. So that's why I have a bunch. But I also framed it. And then when you do that, you've got the glass where you can write with a dry erase marker, which is a fun thing to do. That one just hangs in my kitchen so I don't forget anybody's birthday. And then those are the physical ones that I had to show you. And then I have a couple of things that I want to show you just here online. I will just show you pictures of, or the PDFs of. So this one is one that my friend Mary Beth made. So she used a scrapbook page to cut out that kind of like that background part that you can see says Halloween down at the bottom. And then she just glued it onto a little dollar store cookie sheet. And then all the numbers you see are little squares with magnets on the back. So it's a countdown to Halloween, and you can put up the numbers, or I don't know, take them down, I suppose, if you want to. If you want to do a little countdown to Halloween. So she just made all of those little cute squares for her countdown. And again, just cut them out of the scrap page and then put the magnet on the back. So the last two things that I want to show you before I show you how to actually do this is over at my Forever website in my Forever account. So I'm going to just pause the recording here and hop over there. All right, here I am over in my Artisan program. I misspoke. I said I was going to the Forever website. That's not what I meant. I meant I'm going to be opening Artisan 6, which I have. So you can start with by clicking create a new project. So what you're going to want to do, double click on that. What you're going to want to do when you're crafting with Scrapbook Pages is, it depends kind of on the way I totally forgot to show you the other two things. Hold on just a second. All right. I did mean to say I'm going over to the website. Hold on just a second. Okay, so these are a few projects that I've made. This one is the one that I wanted to show you, and one other one as well. So you can make from a scrapbook page in Artisan, you can make a birthday banner or any other type of banner, right? Merry Christmas, happy retirement, or whatever. So you can see that I have made these shapes here like a banner, and then once I order these, I cut them out here. I punch some holes. I don't know if you can see where my mouse is. There's a little star. I punch a hole there. I thread some ribbon or string through, and it says happy birthday. So you can see down here at the bottom all the pages. So happy birthday. There you go. And then since I had extra room, I made this in case I wanted to do something with that. And I made these 4 extra things, like if I wanted them to go in between the words or at the ends or something like that. So that's one idea of something you can make with a scrap page. This one, this one's just a little 8x8 because I really only want the tags to be about this big. So I am just going to again, have this printed. I just barely finished making it, so I haven't printed it yet, but I am going to have this printed and then go through and cut out everything. And again, it's like a shiny, thick paper, and so it's professionally printed and looks really, really lovely. So, okay, I think now that's everything I was going to show you. So now I'm going to go back over to my Artisan, and I opened too many tabs. Okay, so I'm going to now go back over to Artisan and show you exactly how to start crafting with scrap pages. So again, when you select that you tell it you want to make a new project, you get all the books and all the usual things. Over here at the left, you can navigate and choose which book or cards or whatever project you would like to make. So what you're going to want to do is go to this one that's called digital scrapbooking, that you can see where my mouse is. So click on that and you will see the different options of sizes. And you can see too, as you go and click through here, it tells you the price as well. And just know that that's full price. I personally never pay full price because things are on sale like 35 to 50% every couple of weeks or whatever. So I usually just wait for a sale. But anyway, just know that all the details are over here if you click on the image here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a 12 by 12 for no particular reason. So click on the one you want, click next. If you have some templates that you have in your Artisan, it'll give you an option to do that. I'm just going to show you how to do a blank template since we're making something kind of creative and stuff. So I'm not going to add photos here because I'm probably not going to use any photos. So we will call it practice crafting page. And then I'm going to click create over here at the right. It's going to create my empty project because I chose it to be empty. And once it is ready to go, we'll start playing around. So I wanted to pretty much make 3 things for you. So if you wanted to, for example, make a tag, like the little gift tags that I had before, you can come up here to the upper left, and if you see insert, you'll click that. Then you will click shape. There's a drop down menu. You can either just create a, well, it's called a rectangle, but it's really a square, or an ellipse, which is a circle. But what we want to do for the funky, interesting shapes, the unique shapes, we're going to select from Art Kit. And that will give you all of these shapes just come in Artisan. You don't have to, buy them or do anything special to get them. So let's say that you want a tag that looks like this. You could do that. Or if you want a tag that looks like this, you could do that. So let's go ahead and click this tag. Or, oh, also I do want to mention too, over here, so these are built-in kits. You can see where my mouse is. The common ones are these that you see here. And then they have also corners and edges. Sorry, edges. It's taking a minute here. And geometric. It's probably because I have Zoom and Artisan going on at the same time. So you can see that I used for my little Christmas tags, I use geometric and I use this star 16. So there are just obviously a whole bunch of different shapes that you could use. So whichever one you decide you want to use, let's try this tag 1. You just click on it and then click insert content. And from here, you can adjust it and play with whatever. So I'm gonna, on this, it's going to ask me what I want in the middle of it. It can be a solid color, or you can choose a paper from an art kit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going around and finding a great paper. I'm just going to select what's here. And then the stroke means the line. So if I don't want a line around it, I just turn that off. Or if I decide, yes, I want a line, I want it to be really super thick and I want it to be solid color, I don't know, let's do something that stands out, red, okay, or whatever. So you just click create. Now, I don't think I would do this for a tag because it's got a design in the middle. I would probably just do a solid color, but at least now you know how to do that. You can click and rotate, and you can right click, make sure that aspect ratio is unlocked, and then you can kind of change this if you like it to be longer, or whatever. So let's go ahead and, whoops. Sorry, it's taking just a second for it to catch up to all the things that I just did, and I clicked too many times, so I apologize. It was a little much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change that fill to a solid color just because it'll be easier for us to see what we're doing. And then you'll click insert up here at the upper left again, and you can click a text box, just click text, and you can do happy birthday from the Joneses, okay? And then create. And then you can change the font and the size and the color and all that of your text box. I don't want to spend time going over how to do that right now, just because I already have a little video tutorial about how to do that. And I'm actually going to make myself a note to put in the comments. I'm going to pin some comments here to this video, and I will put in how to change fonts, that tutorial video for you. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you, so that's kind of tags. The next thing that I want to show you is what if you just wanted to make blocks, right? What if you just wanted to make plain old blocks? So you can, again, insert a shape, insert shape, and again with the rectangle. And you can leave, you can have like, let's do a white fill here. With nope, because that will, let's do a color because if I take that stroke off, I'm not going to be able to see my block. So now I'm going to take the stroke off. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to click create. Now the next thing that I'm going to want to do is make sure, let's say that, okay, let's say I'm making these blocks that I just showed you earlier. So handy dandy ruler. This is a 5-inch wide block by 3.5 inches tall. And so if I want a little bit of a margin around there, I'm gonna want my block to be, I mean my paper, my page, 3 inches by 4.5. So what you need to do is right click again, make sure that aspect ratio is unlocked. If it's grayed out, that means it's unlocked. And I can either just like kind of drag it up here. This is sort of my cheater way of doing this. If I want it to be 4.5 inches wide, then I just drag it up here all the way to the corner and make sure it lines up with the 0. And then when that aspect ratio is unlocked, I can adjust it and it won't, I can adjust it either direction. So that's a 4. And this, oh, I wanted 4.5, didn't I? 4.5. And you can see wherever this is up here, that's the measurement. And then this, as my mouse is over here, look over here at the 5. Okay. So now I'm going to drag this. What did I say? 3 by 4.5. Okay. Then I'm going to drag it so it comes all the way, that little line. I'm just watching it over there on top of the number. And when it goes to 3, I'm going to let go. So I know right now that this is a 4 by 3. So no matter how much I zoom in, 4.5 by 3, no matter how much I zoom in or zoom out or whatever, I know that that's 4.5 by 3. So what I usually do is right click and lock that aspect ratio again so I can't mess it up. And then this, I'm realizing, wow, that's a gigantic tag. So again, I would drag it up here and just make sure that it's smaller. But for now, I'm going to just quickly come over to my content. And content is, some of it is free. There's not a lot that's already included in Artisan, but you can find free collections in the Forever website, and some of it you can buy. So it's nice that way that you're not sort of junking up your art with stuff you're never going to use. So let's say I want to, well, these are my tags. Let's say that I want to make something that is harvesty. So I'm going to click my harvest gathering bundle, and let's just, for super fast sake, let's just say that I want to put, oh, let's not even do paper. Let's just do, I want to put an acorn on here, and I want to say, and again, I could fill this blue with one of these papers if I want to, you know. The other thing that I can do is, aside from filling it, so let's say, oh, I'll just do it. I'm trying to make this not very long, this video not very long, but let's just do it. Okay, so I'm going to fill it from an art kit. So I'm going to navigate back to that harvest gathering bundle that I have, and let's say we want the leaves, because those are really pretty. It's going to ask me which part I want to fill my little rectangle with. Let's go with that. That's fine. Okay. So now let's say that I want to put maybe let's do this tan one. So I'm just going to drag that over here, but then I want to make it super duper small. So it'll go right here as kind of a little border. not a border, but like an overlay, like two different pages, you know? So I'm gonna unlock the aspect ratio there, put it here, put maybe a little drop shadow behind it. You can see that's prettier. I'll do a heavy drop shadow so you can see it better. There we go. So I want to make sure it's all lined up and everything. When you see that green line, that means it is lined up. So the acorns are now behind. So I'm going to go over here to my left and drag the acorns out in the front. There we go. And however you want to decorate whatever it is you're doing, right? But this is the main idea here. And if you if I'm kind of running through all of these, oh yeah, you just put a drop shadow behind, blah, blah, blah. If I'm doing all that a little fast, I have a ton of Artisan quick tips that are going over this already. But I just wanted to mainly show you here that a scrap page can be a scrap page. It can be, about the wedding or, important family memories or whatever, but it also can just be for fun. There's a lot of different crafting things that you can do with Artisan. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my little screen share and just tell you thank you for watching. I hope this was inspiring and that you have a lot of ideas and can have a lot of fun crafting with scrapbook pages in Artisan. They are professionally printed and gorgeous and thick and so much fun. And you can do a lot with them for home decor or, gifts like a bookmark or a little tag to go on a gift or something. So thanks again for watching. If you found this video helpful and fun, give it a thumbs up on YouTube so that other people can find it as well. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, go ahead and do that so you will see the next thing. Thanks for watching.